Hi, I'm Graham and welcome back to Man vs Film. FrightFest 2018 is upon us, and here is my first review of one of the first movies I managed to check out in this festival. And that movie is Summer of '84, a movie that I was so excited to check out since I heard about its production. It is by the team that brought us Turbo Kid 3 years ago, which again I absolutely adored, so I was primed for this one, especially after hearing the synopsis. It's about a group of 4 friends, headlined by Davy, who is the main protagonist here, the one that we follow throughout the story, who suspects that his police officer neighbour is in fact a serial killer that is killing boys around about his age and has been doing so for several years. And he talks his group of friends into following this police officer, getting his routine down, checking what he's up to and trying to figure out if this really is the man that is terrorising their small town in the summer of 1984. In Turbo Kid, these guys really did make their mark by having a movie that was a kind of throwback to the 80s. This one, they actually set their movie there and it looks fantastic. They have the cars, the production values, everything looks mid-80s, and they bring along a synth score to go with it. This is something that has been overused recently in movies, but here it is very fitting because of the time scale of when the movie's set and because of the prevalence of synth scores back then. It seems to fit in and it's not overpowering or as in your face as some other scores. The key points here are the story, and I think the story is riveting. We get this group of 4 kids, much like say the Goonies or Stand By Me, where we really get to see them being their id, their burgeoning sexuality, how all they talk about is the one thing, and it could be seen as crass, but it is just boys being boys. This is what they are like. And it's funny humour just hearing them being ridiculous, and having Davy, who is a conspiracy nut, really focusing on his neighbour, really believing that he is the one to murder, torture and dispose of these young boys. It's just a fascinating insight into this character. Unfortunately, we don't get as much insight to the other 3 characters. We get snippets here and there, but this is really Davy's story as he begins to piece together the information to see if his neighbour is the killer or could it be somebody else. Either way, it's a frightening tale of these boys becoming adults, moving from their teenage lives into the adult world as they discover things that they shouldn't really be discovering, as well as other things such as women, and as Davy starts to reconnect with someone that used to be his babysitter, someone that's a couple of years older who is going through a tough time in her household. And that's what the movie does really well. It balances the mystery of what is going on. Is this going to be the killer? Is it somebody else? The thriller aspect of the movie, along with this sort of burgeoning adulthood of this character as he discovers women, as he discovers that they're more than just objects, they're people as well, as he connects with his old babysitter on a personal level and becomes to see her as initially a sex object and then moving into, a good friend, which is a nice turn as well. And I really like the fact that it takes the time to really tell that without losing any pace or the thrills that the movie has. When we move into the final third of the movie, it really ramps up the tension to a point where I was really tense. I was at the edge of my seat. I was worried for the characters. I was terrified about what they were going to find, what was going to happen to them. I was just shocking. And where the movie would normally end is where it has another 15 minutes to go, and where it goes from there is somewhere truly terrifying, something that I did not expect the movie to have, and something not very typical in these types of movies. It's something that again made me hold my breath in fear for the main characters. I was literally biting my nails, terrified about what was going to go on, because all through the movie I had been with Davy, I had learned about his friends and his relationships with his parents and with other people, and had built up this real character, this real person who I feared for. At no point did I go, this character is safe. I did feel always that this was a definitive weight on his head, that something could happen to him, and that made me nauseous, tense, super scared for him. The Summer of '84 is one of the best movies I've seen this year. It is one of the highlights so far for me. I don't see this being better because it is just a truly fantastic movie. This is something that you need to put on your watch list. This is something you must search out. Take my word for this. This is a fantastic movie that has it from cinematography, director, story, the characters, the actors, the production. Everything comes together to make magic, sheer cinematic magic. I cannot wait to see this again. I cannot wait to own this on Blu-ray. This is a marvellous movie that I highly recommend you check out. And as Fest continues, I can't wait to see what else I'm going to discover. So thanks for watching. I'd love to know your opinion of the movie. If you've seen the trailers or the posters, what you think about the whole look of it. Are you going to check it out? Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs. Film.